This is Regina's Rabbit Hole, Sorry Buddha Medicine. And I need to vent. I really need to vent right now. I'm just, ugh. I don't want to do this for the next freaking 4 years of the administration of whoever freaking jackrabbit jumped into the freaking Oval Office. I don't want to do this for the next 4 years. The whole thing is just staged. What programs have been changed? Trump pardoned so many people. Did he pardon anybody that was a part of the government stalking program? Did he pardon anybody that is a real prisoner of the government? So, yeah, there's people that actually go to jail, and it's listed that they are they got into trouble and they went through the system and stuff. But what about us, targeted individuals? Nothing is freaking changed. Nothing is changed. Obviously, I'm still not going to be able to produce my creative arts or share my sciences or the research and things that I've studied without obstruction. We want a better and stronger America, make America great again. Does that mean shut down all the melanated people from sharing their ideas, from being able to build pyramids? Like, what does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? And now that that guy, let's make America great again, is still fighting for his spot in the Oval Office, and this stuff is going on, what does that mean for the new administration? Under Biden, what does that mean for people like us that are being policed by these so-called invisible systems that most Americans don't even know about? The new technology that they have regarding 5G and Churn with voice-to-skull technology and being able to have mind-reading software technology and feeding your thoughts and using algorithms and stuff and feeding all this information through Silicon Valley. How government jobs that are in right now are pertaining to the new software security, like being able to hack people's brains and encrypted computer software, and it's technology. It's getting people to do what you want them to do, bypassing people's securities. So basically what Facebook is doing is a lower level, because you can see that to a certain degree. Excuse me. Yeah, you can see if I show you how they're preventing me from downloading. You can see if I show you that they're unnecessarily putting copyright violation things on me unnecessarily. So if I can scan my Facebook and see other women and other families and other people around the world dancing to different various musics in their kitchen, at their weddings, at parties, in their bedrooms, doing whatever they're doing, whether, even they're sharing a TikTok clip or whatever, and it's allowed to play, then why are they bothering me even if I do decide to play a music? It's like, oh, that's banned worldwide, so you can't play it. Fine. Then mute the song and give me my video, because that's my footage. That's my video. You can't just jack my whole video because of a song. That's the kind of stuff that they're doing, where the ignorant person would say, oh, well, you played a song and it's illegal to play that song because it's a copyright violation. So all you gotta do is just not play the song and follow the rules. It's kind of like that. When the police do something, our automatic response is, well, what did you do? You must have had done something wrong. It's a program. It's the program. It's a part of Stockholm Syndrome that allows us to try to figure out what we did wrong first to save ourselves, to correct ourselves, so that we can breathe easy again. Because there is no way out. There's only the get along. The adjustment that we are the ones that are always making. The adjustment is not coming from them, unless the adjustment is to tighten the noose a little harder, a little tighter. And that's funny to them. That's fun. This is a playground. A playground. Oh, what it feels like to wake up in the morning in a world where over half of it is sleeping, and you get to play because you're the invisible man, and you've got this group of other invisible men, and they've got these gadgets, and they've got this group of people that they're allowed to police every day, part of the gang stalking, you know. So just happily wake up in the morning and know that you're just getting ready to mess with particular people all day. Isn't that joy? America. I'm going to wake up and just mess with these few people all day because it's my job. I don't have any accountability to my soul or anything. It's just a job. It is what it is. Just got to do what I got to do. I'm part of this crew, you know what I'm saying? And they said, mess this person up, so that's just what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter who that person is or, you know, none of that. My spiritual accountability, I don't have any. It's just none of that. Just do what I'm told to do. Yeah. But there's a catch to that. Hurt people hurt people. And then you end up in a world of hurt where eventually it's your turn. And all the anxiety you go over, that you go through every day, now that you've got your hands in that cookie jar of that mess, trying to make sure that it's not you, because you know what you do, and you don't want it to be your turn, and you don't want to be on the other side of that, do you? But yet, because of the energy that you brought, one day, darling, it's going to be your turn. And it's recorded somewhere. Just like the kind of stuff you're copying, where you make records. Who made the first records, huh? Who made the first records? One day, stalker, it's gonna be your turn. You're living in a world where when you look people in the eyes, if they're not a part of your club, can you trust them? Or are they just sheep? Are they just sheep? Do you trust yourself when you look others in the eye and you fake like you're really their friend? When you test their heart and that feeling they have inside that's like, something's not right with this person, but they're smiling at me and they're telling me that everything is okay. Or they're telling me that it's me and it's not them. And they belong to a group that will continue to tell you that it's you. And it's not them. See how there's more of them than you. Perhaps they're right. Especially when they're sending that mind control signal in your head. Give you a little confusion, right? Oh, what a day. What a beautiful world we live in. Where they can scramble your thoughts. See, why would they do that? Why would they do something like that? Why would you even matter? Well, my dear, because it's science. It's science. Like, some of us are broadcasters. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are innies and not outies. Some of us are thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are programmers, naturally. Naturally. And these people that are aware of the way the world works, while many of us were sleeping, while we were in our slumber, they took the reins and they used alternative technology so that they can ensure that they would stay on top of thought. Because thought makes the world go round. Thought is light. the light code frequency. So while we were sleeping, twerking and rapping and eating and sexing and lying and cheating and bebopping and eating chicken and biscuits and Triscuits. They were having a bit of tea and learning how to run a C note. See? That thing what harmonizes. See? It's very fractal. And they know that. This is not for those who can't keep up. You're lost. Sorry. This is for those who understand what it is that I'm talking about and keep up. Because we're the only ones that have any hope. Because they're running circles around us like dope. So the C note is a fine tuner. See? And on a fractal level, if you can get everybody to believe a narrative or to agree to what they're seeing, see, what they're hearing, what they're feeling, create this loop and this false reality. But wake up, because gang stalking and targeted individuals is real. And the reason why it's real is because it's alchemy. There are certain people in the world that, like the age of Aquarius kind of thing, they're the ones who bring on the thought, the creative ideas, to help to rearrange the energies. Thought-provoking. The innovators. The movers and the shakers. Well, in our culture, the C note, see? The predominant thought, the thing that makes us all believe the same narrative says that that imagery belongs to a certain kind of people. And you are not to deter from that kind of thought. But that's a lie. Because the entire civilization that we're sitting on was built by people that looked like, they looked very much like myself. Yes. But people like myself are made to appear that they don't fit. And the only reason why we don't fit is because this voice, these ideas, this thinking, this heart, this soul, this innovative, creative being is being depicted as white. So if I'm be myself, right, my creative, ancient, indigenous self in this body, which I belong in, being myself, I look like I'm copying something that was copying me the entire time. Now that's a lie. It's a lie from the pit of hell. And we've been living in it for quite a long time. Out of fear, out of Stockholm Syndrome. But yeah, but the time is now, okay? With the planetary lineup and the etheric energies, there's been portholes opened, meaning that it's like algorithms. When certain spiritual energy is there, everything around it is subjugated to that particular energy. When it's winter, it's winter. When it's fall, when it's spring, it's spring. And when it's summer, it's summer. And ain't nothing changing that until that essence of that thing decides to change it. Like the continental shift or planetary phenomenon. Well, we're in that space, that major shift kind of thing, where exterior energies move in to help us shift because of the planetary alignments. The ancestral energies, the ancestral Akash, the memories, the feeling, all that stuff that has been subdued due to Stockholm Syndrome is bubbling up. And so the seers and the thinkers and the ones connected to that energy that can see them are the ones that they're blocking. They're blocking what they want to control. So, and then redistributing it back with the images of their face on it, just like they did with Jesus, with Jesus, with Thor, with Trismegistus. So this is us. It's really us. And they're determined to keep their faces plastered all over what is us. Will always be us. All they can do is duplicate us. And so you see me fighting with that, and a balance between educating my brothers and sisters on what they're doing to us while they're doing it to us without us wanting to see it. And one of the reasons why we don't see it is because we don't believe that we're valuable enough for it to happen to us. But this whole thing was built by us, and they're trying to hold on to what belongs and what came from us. Like that C note, right? Ideas are currency. It's all very fractal. So as long as we're still sleeping or helping those people who are keeping the entire culture behind, it's not even just about color, but about spirit. If I'm able to retrieve certain messages or essences from the ether, from the Maya, and bring it back and share it with my brothers and sisters, and they're obstructing that, they're not stopping our upgrade from the pure space where it's supposed to be at. Kind of like how we wanted a king. We didn't want our own priests and priestesses, prophets, that the Most High gave us to be set aside. Man, once we're set aside, I'll never. There is nothing. We were looking at our own shadows when we wanted to be a part of other nations and stuff. All they could do is just repackage and redistribute what it is we already gave them, what we already were. So we didn't appreciate ourselves. Kind of like where we are now, we're learning to appreciate ourselves, to forgive ourselves, to learn ourselves, to respect ourselves, to honor ourselves as the Most High's children, with the light of the Most High inside of us, and to not disrespect that space that was typically depicted by somebody else that was a fraud, by other nations, that was supposed to be so much better than us. But the only way that we can hold on to this light is to purify ourselves as much as possible. A lower vessel can't hold on to a higher light, can't hold the flame or the essence. So they can copy. They can go through their tactics to obstruct, to use our jealousies and envy and greed and lust and all those other, they call it 7 deadly sins. for us to open up doors and portholes for them to be able to engage and use their demonic, dark sorcery to inflict us because we opened the door. There was a time when there was a group of people that were one of the most purest things on the planet. It's like, let me just tell you, like, this phone is going to die soon, but knowing what I know now when I'm communing with the Most High in dance or in prayer, in meditation, there's no division. I'm trying to reach for something that we're already submerged in, but we only need to know it. And then it changes us. It envelops us. It is us. But the vessel has to be clear enough to be able to harbor that essence and that light. And we are taught that that's not us. And it isn't to a certain degree as long as we're doing those things and contributing to those things. They don't want us to believe that we're actually capable of being pure, of holding pure light, of that picture of Jesus, right? Turn it into a melanated picture and then put it on the wall and then make it a family photo. And that's supposed to be the essences and the likeness of you, to be thought of in that reverence, like the Son of the Most High, the sons and daughters of the Most High. What? Sonny. Truth, love, wisdom, honor, intelligence to the maximus. But they don't want us to have that. They want to obstruct that. They want to hold on to the idea that that belongs to them. With all the images that we have of the kind of things that they do that are so unholy and so unmoralistic and so uncreative, like when it comes to destruction. Like after you destroy something, aren't you supposed to create something? Like a storm. When a storm comes through, it destroys, but only to create. When a fire comes through with pine trees, it destroys. Those pine cones pop open and make more trees. The Most High is not without method to the madness. These people are only copying, so they're missing parts. And those missing parts make them psychotic. How can you want to copy something that you don't even love? That comes from a people that you won't even honor. Like, what are you doing? That's insane. Why would you murder the woman and then take her dress and all her sacred things? Like, where did that come from? Where did she come from? Like, you don't think that essence, that spiritual energy is going to notice that she's actually missing? What, you think? You think that you're actually going to be able to hold that place indefinitely? Maybe. If you keep messing around with DNA, you can fool it, right? We'll just rip off some DNA. We'll just accost their thoughts with mind control. We'll just use Sherd and just take a back door, and we'll do all this other wild stuff. But we won't learn to love them and accept them as us, or us as them, or them as the ones who made us. Yeah, we're just going to erase all that and be God over God. Be God over the Creator. We're going to create over the Creator. We're not going to even discuss that with them. Creator as Creator. So we're going to just make this GMO and let these missing parts be in here, and it'll be okay. Nobody will know. They won't know what they're missing as long as they can never remember where it came from, right? But anywho, some of us are here and awake and indigenous. And we know, we're aware, and we're broadcasting, we're receiving and broadcasting. That was it. There's nothing more beautiful than being connected to the essence of the Most High, or the essence to our ancestors, the essence of put on those things that are beautiful, you know, of good cheer, of honesty, of love, of trust, of respect, of hope, to be pure, to want to produce our atmospheres and environments where that is possible and capable. But not if we're still eating their demons they want us to eat. And you can't produce a higher signal in a higher space if you've never partook in it. You need something to teach you. So many times I just sit and ask the Most High to teach me. Teach me. And I'll put myself in those humble, vulnerable places and be around all this other stuff so that I can learn and be taught. And the biggest thing that we need to learn and be taught is just to wake up. That we are that valuable. That they created all this obstruction and it's real. Much love to you and yours. Forget the king. We already had what we needed, which was ourselves. When we learn to appreciate ourselves and how beautiful we are, it'll get better. But we're sacred. We're sacred. Not like toilet paper for them to wipe all their lusts and insecurities and nasty stuff, all their non-comprehension all over us. And for us to wear it. No. But for us to realize that that's what they're doing, and they're copying of us, and their jealousy and envy and frustration, even regarding their own evolution. And releasing corruption and spiritual evolution. Even in the doubling, watch your intention. Because on both sides, on all sides, there's the Most High's people. And on all sides, there's the enemies and those who have been corrupted. On all sides. There's those of us who are waking up and know the truth, that are being beneficial or are obstructing because they're already in it and they already got zapped into whatever group it is that they're a part of. And there's so many different fractions and groups and stuff and secret organizations right now. It's just insane. I'll get into more of these different groups and stuff at another time. But it's really sad. It's really, really sad. These gang stalkers, I mean, you guys have corrupted yourself so much that you can't even trust your own selves. You created a world where you know that your type of people live in it. So there's fear, because you know if you scribble outside the lines now that you've accepted that you've been doing what you've been doing all this time, you know you have other brothers and sisters out here that have been doing the same nasty crap that you've been doing. And you know how harmful and hurtful and deadly they can be. And now you're afraid. Afraid of your own selves. I wouldn't want to be a part of a brotherhood that it's just about maiming and killing and lying and cheating and stealing. And so, like, what do you really have? what world is your children gonna inherit? Even if you guys only have each other, you're a band of thieves and liars and killers and maimers. That's jealousy and envy and hate. The energy behind what you're doing is only going to cost you the end of the beginning. So you may laugh at me because I didn't make your choice and call me stupid. I feel like you have the right to obstruct me because I'm not a part of your gang. Gang. I don't need a gang. I have one thing that I want to belong to, and it's part of the all. And in understanding that, I have everything. Outside of your obstruction. I still have my sanity, and I still have the heart and mind to know that I have hope, that I'll be outside of that, that I'll be able to look in the eyes of people who have not taken oaths to lie, cheat, steal, and hurt me. That I didn't buy into that and invest in that. I didn't put my energy in there where I have to get that back. So I'm going through this now, but when my heart really wants to be is with the Most High and with those energies. So I'm grateful for that. That's holding my love for us as Hebrews, as Moors, as more than what they think we are or they depict us to be. And there's many days that I sit here and I cry and I feel suffered to the kind of things that they inflict me with. Oh my gosh, I cry out, I hurt so freaking bad. I feel so alone. And they be doing the most too, and I'd be like, nobody sees it. There's nobody to help. But it does bring me closer to the Most High and realizing who we are as people, enough to let you know that if you don't realize how special we are in regards to the narrative and to governing the energies here, I hope that you find out. And I hope that you let go of the fraud. I hope that you have time to change. I hope you have time to change. Yeah, I'm angry at you. And sometimes I be wishing that, the Most High will bust you a new one. It's the snake that eats itself. You guys can't win. You won't win. Only thing you're going to win is the energy that you put in. And you know what you did. And you cannot hide from it. There's shadows lurking everywhere. We all have them. And they do talk. Much love to you and yours. I'm out.